About Dr. Ekwanga, we used to hear about SCNC, and we thought that these are people who want to separate the country because we were born in a country that was, for us, united. And we see French, we embrace French. We try to speak in French. We will hear story of John Fundi when I went to his rally of the Social Democratic Front. We hear stories of our parents who used to go to Yaoundé and they will insult them, they will call them Le Bamenda, to mean that they are stupid or they are from Biafra. They are not part of that country. We used to hear them. We never really experienced them. We never really experienced them. But my brother, now in our age, in Bamenda, in the commissioner at the police station, the commissioner, his deputies, 1, 2, 3, the governors are all francophones. It means that the French, they were expecting our fathers to speak in Yaoundé. They now expect us to speak French in Bamenda. In our village, in Wum, the magistrates, we have 8 magistrates, 6 magistrates are francophones, and they expect the plaintiff and the defendant to translate for them. And I look at these things and I think maybe there is something more in the sufferings in Cameroon than meets the eyes. If you go, the Anglophones will make up about 20%. In the line of people applying for visas to leave Cameroon, it is 80% Anglophones. 80% Anglophones, 10% Francophones, and 10% Nigerians with Cameroon passport. Why? Why? Is it because of corruption? No. I read a book of an author who was in the Fuman conference. The person who brought this word Le Bamenda in his memoir, he said that the people of Southern Cameroon are stupid. He says we will rule over them. Cameroon will be bilingual country with French, the primary language in Cameroon. We see from the display of the défilé, we see that what is happening to Southern Cameroons is deliberate. It's well planned to destroy who we are. The student in Boya, not up to 6 months ago, they went to strike in their own campus. The policemen, they beat them up. They had the supervision from the commander of the gendarmerie, going from door to door, dragging out girls and beat them up. And I want to say to the students and the lawyers that we hear them, we feel their pain, and we relate with them, and we want to assure them that we will never stop until we establish a protection of our own people. We do not have any pride as Anglophones in Cameroon. If you are rich, if money is enough, pride and honor is more than money. We are not fighting for money. We are not fighting for position. We are fighting for something that is justly us. Winston Churchill, in the early days of his presidency, when they have been fighting to subdue nations, when nations have been fighting to subdue nations, he comes to the conclusion that there is something called self-determination. That means any people who have been able to have a political outlook and an identity, they have a right to exercise a self-determination to choose their future. And there is no way you can submit them. Slavery stopped, not because the slaves were strong, but because their master realized that you cannot make somebody a slave forever. Even though you subdue a human being with injustice, his spirit, the truth will never die in him. Because we are born free. We are all born free. And Southern Cameroonians, we have a nationality. This is the truth. We have a nation state. This is the truth. We joined Cameroon on that. We do not have the right to protest. You cannot beat our girls, our women, because they don't have anybody to defend their rights. You cannot get away with injustice. You cannot. If we do not fight, that means that we are less than human beings. As a human being coming from Southern Cameroon, we shall resist. Yes. If we can never win, we shall resist. If we cannot have independence, I promise you till we go to the grave, even if I'm arrested tomorrow, I will resist. I will tell them Southern Cameroon has a single nation. Whether they want to sit with us in the dialogue table as two people, if they don't sit with us as two people, we have a right to declare our identity. We have a right to choose our flag. We have a right to our statehood. It is a right that the nations, it is a cardinal, they call it in the United Nations, a cardinal right that was established by Churchill and the President Roosevelt in America at that time. They call it in the Atlantic Charter. That the Atlantic Charter is the foundation of the United Nations. It is a fundamental cardinal right. That means that without this right, the United Nations should not exist. And this right states that any people, any state people or nation people have the right, the sovereign right, without interference, to decide on their international political status and their sovereignty. If on the plebiscite, we gave that right on the vote of plebiscite for unification, that trust has been breached. That trust has been breached. With the annexation, with the annulling of the federal system of Cameroon, that trust has been breached. And we, the people of Southern Cameroon, we have been declared and established as a people by the International Court in Gambia, Court of Human and People's Rights. They have said that we still remain a people. And it is our right to decide how we want our sovereignty to be exercised. It is our human right to decide on our political status to remain as Southern Cameroon. It is not something we are asking from Paul Biya. It is not something we are asking from the United Nations. It is something that we are telling them that you will recognize it sooner or later. And we have possessed it, we have claimed it, and we will teach our children. And if your might of the army of Cameroon subdue us, our spirit will never quench, because we are human beings and we are Southern Cameroonians.